29 days. We have 29 days until Kingdom Hearts 3 releases globally, ending our decade-long wait. Frankly, I don't know how to express myself, and the feelings that come with knowing that the wait will soon be over. Honestly, I thought Kingdom Hearts 3 was just gonna be nothing more than vaporware. Even as a kid, I just didn't realize how many other people were as infatuated with this strange story with an anime boy teaming up with Disney characters to fight literal darkness and save all the worlds with a sword shaped like a key. Of course, saying it out loud makes it sound a lot worse than when director Tetsuya Nomura says it, so I guess I'm just not as skilled, but that's not how it is, I suppose. To some respect, I just wanted to archive my thoughts on the matter, or maybe someone in the future would want to be able to reflect back on the time leading up to this game. Soon enough, like with Persona 5, Nier Automata, and many others, we'll just be in a world where really fantastic, massive, exponentially just awesome stories already exist. I guess it's just that I'm a bit selfish. I'm excited for a game that I've wanted to play for a really, really long time. And now that this is a realistic scenario, I just can't shake how giddy I feel. But boy, am I jealous of people in the future. All the late fans. You don't have to live in a world where you need to wait about half of your entire life to play Kingdom Hearts 3. At this point, the game is basically out. Reap the reward that I've been crying for 10 long, godforsaken years. I would like to get out of the way that, to me, Kingdom Hearts 3 is not just a game. In fact, treating any media as just entertainment could be harshly undervaluing art as a whole. Because to me, Kingdom Hearts is a lot more than just one of my favorite video game series. Kingdom Hearts was one of the first things I'd ever even so much as seen on a television set. I watched my father play the game, which he had on a loan from his buddy when the PS2 was basically still brand new. I wouldn't rediscover Kingdom Hearts until its sequel released much, much later, when I now owned my own respective PS2. I played until the first nobody boss as Roxas, no idea what was even happening in the story, and then, as the boss beat me because I was an actual child, I managed to cry. It took me a day, but I returned to the game and I played it basically 24/7 until I managed to finally beat it. Even taking it over to my babysitter's house and playing my PS2 there, which they probably thought I was addicted to video games or something, which, yeah, they're not wrong, but Kingdom Hearts 2 would make me cry one more time when I beat it and heard Hikaru Utada's track, Simple and Clean, for the very first time. The song was, I guess, in a strange way, a new beacon of how I would base my feelings on the series as a whole. A charming song with good intentions that makes me happy and utterly emotional simultaneously. To this day, the song remains one I would hope is played at my funeral, even. I remember Space Paranoids, the Tron world, was even my first experience with Tron as a franchise, but I hadn't so much have heard of it before playing Kingdom Hearts. And how Winnie the Pooh wasn't a big part of my childhood until I even got into the Kingdom Hearts games. And there's Atlantis, which was probably the worst world in the game. Both of the games, really. But it was an interesting idea, I think. And I do believe it needed to be tried once, at least. And I'll never forget the final boss rush where you fight what feels like some odd 20 bosses before finally duking it out with Xemnas himself. Where the one character you've been looking for the entire game is your only ally. And needless to say, I've kept up with the series since then. I went backwards and managed to beat the original Kingdom Hearts when it was released on the first Kingdom Hearts 1.5 HD collection for the PS3, even despite having owned it on the PS2 for some odd years before that. I still defend Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days, but now I don't care if I said that wrong, as being a really decent game that deserves a remake, and a Recoded is a game that I don't know, I don't defend it, but it's available as a movie on the 2.5 collection, which will always be good enough for me. And I could talk forever about Kingdom Hearts and Kyrie and Sora and the Keyblades and whatever, and I have with so many people. There are other games I haven't even touched on yet, such as Birth by Sleep, Chain of Memories, the remake of it, Dream Drop Distance, and how it got an HD port. And they all have their own piece of land in my library and lots of unique experiences, each within my heart of hearts. All that is just to bring us to now, anyways. The time when we've been waiting just about a decade for this game, Kingdom Hearts 3. Oof. I don't know. People naively assumed Kingdom Hearts 3 would be on the PS2 or the PS3, and maybe it was with good intentions. Maybe everybody thought that was a realistic standard. But you know what? I'm happy. We'll get to play an ultra refined game that has accumulated everything of what we've loved from an entire franchise and encompasses it into what I'm sure everyone hopes will be the game we have all unhealthily hyped it up to be for 10 odd years. So, here's to the next 29 days. Oh, and then have a happy new year. I've probably rambled enough at this point. Jupiter out.